Welcome to what's happening in London. We're having a 70s party here in London, here in Jesus' house for the ladies, and I'm going to hand you over to Noah.
Happy Christmas, everyone. What's on in London here? My name's Noir. I'm going to cut this really short to say there's loads of things coming up. I'm going to start off with Shops Noir, our sponsors. You're going to see their advert, and after that you're going to see things on where you can buy your other products. You're going to see what's on in the theatre, and you're going to see where to go and eat, and lots of other things. But I want to get onto the party, so I gotta go. I know I've got hair on today, sorry about that. We're off for next month. This is for December to January, so thanks for watching. Bye, have a happy Christmas and a happy New
Year. Shops Noir is an online international marketplace dedicated to giving the growing Black-owned African and Caribbean business community a place to create their own online store, showcasing their products and services worldwide. shopsnoir.com. shopsnoir.com.
It's an amazing play.
Amazing.
Profound.
Raw.
Unforgiving. Vibrant.
It's beautifully written. Really courageous and brave writing.
Incredible. Incredible.
A play that takes a look at the history of Zimbabwe.
A period in history where the skin's really being ripped off.
The colonization of cultures, religions.
And the clash of the two worlds.
The emotional consequences, the psychological consequences. Talking about the human condition.
Family and love.
Betrayal. Tension. The resilience of humanity.
Oh my gosh, and it's so relevant. It really drives to the heart of the matter and there's nowhere to hide.
There's a lot of violence.
Threat of uprising.
A family trying to defend each other.
Everyone in the play betrays their culture.
Religious struggles.
You know, it's not going to be a passive experience. There's a lot of people who are going to be quite stunned.
An unsettling experience.
Quite vigorous.
And it's humorous. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Beautiful theatre to be a part of.
Just dive into the story with us.
I can't wait.
Greetings. I just want to thank Brother Nia and NABS, National Association of Black Supplementary School, for giving me this wonderful award for Community Activism 2017. It's an honour. Humbled and don't know what else to say really. Thank you. And to all those other people and activists in our community doing fantastic work, yes, here's honouring you too as well.
Hi, I'm Nick Cooper from My Petite Jamaica. We are a Jamaican restaurant that's trying to come to the forefront of the market by just introducing Jamaican food to the UK in a different form, you know, just trying to go away from the stigma of other Jamaican restaurants and just basically creating a vibe and a different atmosphere, you know, different from where you would go out to a usual, you know, a British bar or a British pub or something, you know.
We'll be together.
Being black in academia to me means making a change. It means making a difference. It means having our voices heard. It means changing the next generation of academics. It means more lecturers that are black. It means more PhDs that are black. It means more researchers that are black. It means more professors that are black. Being black in academia to me is a political statement. It's taking our seat at the table and telling people that we matter.
My name's Basil Link. I'm here today to tell you about a very exciting new eatery in Brixton. We're called Eat of Eden. It's a 100% vegan restaurant, and myself and my two business partners, we've opened this business to cater for a real need in Brixton. A need for food that's free from additives, free from animal products, free from lactose, gluten. We've been open for 5 months now. We've really been very well received in Brixton. We're based at Cold Harbour Lane, Brixton Village. That's Unit 4, Brixton Village, Cold Harbour Lane. Our aim is to provide wholesome, healthy food at an affordable price.
Now you may have heard of Kwanzaa, that celebration that coincides with Christmas and Hanukkah. You may have even been to a Kwanzaa celebration. In the 80s and 90s, Kwanzaa was everywhere. But do you really know what this holiday's about and why it started? Let's jump back a few decades. In 1965, tensions between black communities and law enforcement reached a boiling point, and Los Angeles saw the most violent urban riot in 20 years. As the Watts riots unfolded around him, LA-based PhD student and activist Maulana Karenga saw an opportunity to restore unity in black communities and foster African American cultural institutions, values, and traditions. So in 1966, Karenga created Kwanzaa with the purpose to help connect black Americans to their African roots and with each other in the face of marginalization. In fact, the name Kwanzaa even comes from a Swahili phrase, Matunda ya Kwanzaa, meaning first fruits. Karenga decided that this new holiday should fall in the 7-day period between Christmas and New Year's. He even added a second A on the end of Kwanzaa to represent each of these 7 days. Each day represents a different principle: unity, self-determination, collective responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. During Kwanzaa, Karenga wanted communities to celebrate by gathering together to light candles and to join in a huge communal feast called Karamu, inspired by a Zulu harvest celebration. Every celebration is different, but generally, families come together to light a kinara, read poetry, and dance to traditional African songs. Karenga traveled the country spreading the word about this new holiday. It then gained momentum through schools and colleges, and pretty soon, families started adopting Kwanzaa into their yearly celebrations. At first, many African American Christians were opposed to Kwanzaa, as they didn't want it to be a replacement for Christmas. But as Kwanzaa became more popular in the late 1960s, black churches began to embrace it, and the holiday became a supplement rather than an alternative to Christmas. Some churches even organized Kwanzaa celebrations. But Kwanzaa really took off in the 1970s as the black middle class started to grow. After the 1964 Civil Rights Act outlawed race-based discrimination in employment, the number of African American middle-income earners increased dramatically and continued to grow into the 1980s and 90s. As black families started to move into white suburban areas, they began to feel isolated, and Kwanzaa became a way for them to reconnect to their history and culture. By 1995, the holiday was celebrated by an estimated 10 million Americans, compared to just a few hundred when it was founded. With Kwanzaa's cemented popularity, it didn't take long for corporate America to notice. By the mid-1990s, an entire industry had formed around the holiday. Companies like Heineken even created an advertisement around Kwanzaa's 7 principles. The slogan read, "Unity, purpose, creativity, faith. Heineken beer is proud to celebrate Kwanzaa and everything it stands for." This was something that Karenga had specifically sought to avoid, saying the challenge for the African people is to avoid the problems of commercialization that they've learned from other holidays like Christmas. In fact, one of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa is the importance of a self-sustaining, cooperative economy between African Americans, one that emphasizes black-owned businesses and discourages mass commercialization. But Kwanzaa's mass marketing appeal was somewhat short-lived. By the mid-2000s, paraphernalia started to disappear from shelves, and many adherents abandoned the holiday as a yearly tradition. Today, only 2% of Americans are believed to celebrate Kwanzaa, despite the fact that African Americans now make up 13% of the population. After 5 decades, Kwanzaa still stands as an important reminder of the historic challenges that Black America has overcome